Hello Bambinos, I've got a draft analysis for you today for the upcoming season of the IBL. It's the International Battling League, I believe. I had to just look that up. I've never played this league before. Bunch of coaches I've never played before either, which is the real appeal for me. I hate having to like circulate playing the same players all the time. There's a couple of familiar faces for sure, but a lot of players never played before, so I'm quite excited to play in it. I'm going to make this quick because I hate doing draft analysis, but they are mandatory, so here we go. Here's the draft order. I had bottom wheel, so 2 picks at a time, but I only get to pick like once every 4 days or some shit because that's how long this draft went on for. Yeah, so off the bat, there are a couple of things I had my eye on. One in particular was Spectre, which I was very glad came to me. It didn't go round 1. Well, it did, but by me. I picked it up on the wheel. I've just wanted to use this for a while. I haven't used it since it like kind of first released back in Crown Tundra, I think it was. Yeah. It's got some new toys this gen, and I've been watching Mounte's PPL run, and he was using it really well, so it just like made me want to pick it up and use it. So that's why I've gone for Spectre. Obviously, just a super strong special attacking monster that can snowball out of control if you let it get the chilling nays. My Spectre is going to be called Pone, and I'm hoping to kick some ass of it, basically. On to the next one. I went for Garchomp. That was my first wheel, Spectre Garchomp. I feel like it's a pretty strong wheel. The reason I went Chomp, I did have my eye on Ursaluna Blood Moon just because I thought it was like a really good bulky normal type to pair with Spectre. But it went, someone else took it round 1, so I was looking at the ground types, and I think Chomp just kind of made the most sense to me. I like that it's like a hazard monster now this gen, like Spikes and Stealth Rocks with the bulky like helmet skin sets, or also you can just go like full on offensive like SD Scale Shot, or all the good shit it always used to do. Chomp's obviously a tried and true warrior, so yeah, I'm looking forward to using Chomp. Here we go with our next pick. It was Mandibuzz on the next wheel. I think Mandibuzz is a really great switch in for Spectre, like just Ghost and Dark type moves coming at it. Buzz is going to be able to handle with ease. Such a bulky bitch. Defogger, Knockoff, Roost, you know, all that good shit. Just trying to get my bulk in there while I can. My next pick is Okidogi, which might seem odd, but you'll see top right there that it has Tera types. This is one of my Tera captains. And the Tera rules in this league were that Mons of 10 points and under could Tera. There are a few exceptions, like bans like Frostmoth, Regieleki, and a few others. But I thought this Mon being 10 points and can Tera was very good because it's actually so bulky and it hits pretty hard. And I also think the Toxic Chain ability could come in very clutch with like Hex Spectre. If I could just like spread some Toxics about and then Hex Spectre, that is a mouthful, could just like sweep up and clean house. So spreading some status around with Okidogi pairs well with the Spectre. But I've gone with the Tera Poison, Tera Fairy, and Tera Dark. I think Fairy and Dark are just good types for it. Dark obviously is to try and whiff some psychic type attacks. Fairy just very defensively a good type in. They're not going to be throwing poison type moves at the Okidogi pre-Tera, so it could be a pretty safe Tera for it. Poison, it's just especially stab. Oh yeah, one of them has to be stab, so I had to go poison or fighting. I liked fighting to break the bulky dark and normals that might be coming for Spectre, but I think Okidogi does that pretty well anyway. Just like stab fighting moves are really strong. But I could do with the extra like fairy resist on the team, so I've gone with the poison for that eventuality. But yeah, I just think I got some slack during the draft for drafting this one, but like its stats alone and being able to Tera, I think make it worth more than the points that it was up for. So I just thought it was a bargain. You know, I don't think this mon's absolutely crazy in any way. I just thought it was good value. So I always like looking at different tier lists and seeing where I can pick up value. So that's where I've gone with Okidogi. At this point, steel types were becoming difficult to get your hands on. So I went for Tinkaton. A lot of the high tier ones went already. So I think Tink is something I've been wanting to try. Just bopping things with hammer is fun. It's actually quite good, especially defensive. Nice ice and dragon switching for Garchomp. And just knock off T-Wave Rocks is very annoying. Encore is another big draw for Tinkaton. And yeah, I'm looking forward to using this. I've not used it in a singles league yet. I've used it in doubles, but not in singles. Next up, I've gone with Blastoise. Got to get yourself a bulky water. You need those bulky waters. Also, Rapid Spin, another method of removal after Defog Mandibuzz. And the threat of Shell Smash. This is another one of those. Watching Mountay this season, he was just like using it so well, and it made me want to try it again. I have used Blastoise before for sure, but not for a long time, so I thought I'd give it a go. Annoyingly, this was one of those ones that was Tera banned, just because I think pretty much everything with Shell Smash under 10 points got Tera banned, so I can't use a Tera Blastoise, unfortunately. So my next Tera Captain is Kilowattrel. I think this is like a pretty good Tera option for the points it was up for. It's just like Zapdos light, isn't it? Zapdos very, very light. Yeah, I'm pretty sure just the coverage, the speed and the coverage of Tera Ground or Tera Water is really nice on it, because it only literally gets like Electric Flying and Weather Ball. So you need like Tera Ground or Tera Water to get that level of coverage out. But yeah, I like Kilo. It was like the first shiny I hunted in this game, so I just got an affinity for it. But yeah, that's my next pick. My next was pretty spicy. I kind of dipped low on that wheel with like Tink Blastoise, and then I went back up. I grabbed the Ogerpon, Water, what's it called, Wellspring. I just think I needed a grass type for some ground resist, because I had like Buzz and Kilo, but all you need to do is predict it and click Stone Edge. So I had to go for a ground resist, and this was going to be it. The only thing with this guy is he can't hold any other item than the mask, which is a bit annoying, but it just hits so hard with the bonk move. What's it called? Cudgel. I've got my girls with the big sticks, Tinkerton and Ogerpon. Yeah, and obviously with the immunities, that's one thing about this team you'll see come the end of the draft. I've got a bunch of immunities, which is what I like most about my team, but I'll talk about that when I come the end. So I'm coming towards the end of my wheel now. One thing I forgot to mention is this draft was 10 to 12 Pokemon, so a minimum of 10, maximum of 12. My next pick was 1 point Magcargo. See, I was looking at fire types, and there was a few higher priced fire types that I just don't think do the job that a Tera Magcargo could do for 1 point. And this was one way that I could afford 3 Tera Captains. So I've got Okidogi, Kilowattrel, and this. Otherwise, I was probably just looking at 2 Tera Captains. So growing up this 1 point mom with the Teras, Fire, Grass, and Dragon. I may opt to change the Dragon to Water. I think Water is just very, very, very solid on this. But like some of the other fire types that were like, you know, under 10 points, other than the high tier ones, they don't have recovery like Magcargo does with Recover. They don't have rocks like Magcargo does. They don't have like Yawn like Magcargo does. And Flame Body, like, it has very decent stats once you get rid of his dog shit type in. I think like being able to go for a bulky like switch in set to try and catch Flame Bodies, get up rocks, recover it off, like I think it's definitely viable. I'm quite looking forward to using it. Or you just go for the Shell Smash. Like it is doable. Weak Armor Shell Smash can be done with Magcargo. I've seen it done. I will try. I want to just have one good week with Magcargo. That is like my main goal for the season. Never mind winning and never mind making playoffs. I just want to have one good game with Magcargo. Cargo Robbie is what I'll be calling my Magcargo this season. Cargo Robbie. And then on that wheel, I also picked up for Graph. I wanted that bulky normal type, like I said earlier in the draft, to help Spectre. This is also Wish support. This is also Sap Sipper. This is just like immunities is what I'm after here. So yeah, I kind of was looking at like just getting Snorlax instead, but I was kind of thinking about my type chart, and I opted to split Snorlax into this, and my last pick of the draft was Mesprit. Just as a nice bulky levitating guy, I needed those ground immunities for the likes of Okidogi, Tinkerton, Magcargo. So yeah, that's my draft. I ended up with 11 mons. This was the last mon I picked. But yeah, it's just the immunities on this team. You know, I've got the fighting immunity on Spectre, electric immunity on Garchomp, ground immunity and psychic immunity on Mandibuzz, Okidogi and Sluggle. Tinkerton is immune to Poison and Dragon, which is very nice. And then Kilowattrel has the Volt Absorb. Ogerpon has the Wolfsrib's Orb. Farigiraf has Sap Sipper and is immune to Ghost, and then Mesprit is immune to Ground. I just like the level of immunities on this team that kind of forces my opponent to predict like almost every turn. Like predictions are needed. But yeah, this is the team I'm going to be using. I'm quite excited for it. I've got nice hazards. I've got nice hazards removal. I've got nice special attackers in like Spectre and Kilowattrel. Really is kind of it. That's actually not as good as I thought. Anyway, nice physical attackers though. Okidogi, Okapon, and Garchomp are pretty heat. And yeah, come back for week 1 next week. See how we get on. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.